Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me once again. We are, of course, here in Sootopolis City, where we left off after talking to Gym Leader Wallace, who has headed off to the Sky Pillar to open the door for us. Of course, Zinnia is also heading there, and she seems to have a bit of a head start. I guess presumably she was going to. Oh no, birds! No! Presumably she was going to lock it behind her, which is why we need Wallace. Alright. And there's Eve floating in the sky. Just gonna run away, because why not? Save some time there. Um, I did look up Doom Desire, and that's right, Doom Desire is like a more powerful future sight, which I totally knew and makes total sense, I just forgot. So I'm not sure there is a steel equivalent of Draco Meteor, but hey, if there's not, and you're listening, Game Freak, Meteor Shower, I'm telling you, so obvious. I feel like at this point maybe it's a little too obvious though. Okay, we have passed the Sky Pillar. About face, there's Pacific Log Town. Didn't heal our Pokemon, but we have plenty of Lefa berries, so I'm not too worried. It's probably this island here. Well, it's not a tower, so that's the Secret Meadow. Maybe you can't fly directly to the Sky Pillar? She was over here, wasn't it? It's funny, like, even if you couldn't fly to it, you think you should still. It's a big pillar in the sky. It's not that, that's a Seamallville. You would think you'd be able to see it from the air. Now that I think about it, that's really strange. And it's not this area, right? I'm pretty sure it's to the left. It said it was 131. Oh, this is 131. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was here. Okay. Well, fair enough. I guess that is the Sky Pillar. Just doesn't look very tall, to be honest with you. It looks like it's not even a story tall. Well, that is, or find the fruit. There we go. Alright. Well, also, I meant to look this up 2 episodes, and I didn't, so I apologize. In Emerald, and I think Ruby and Sapphire as well, there was a lot of like bike things. I think it was the acro bike you needed. I can't remember which bike you needed. So if it is the mock bike, we might have to make a quick journey to the bike shop, but I don't think it is. So we will discover together then. All right, here we go. Oh, also something I didn't mention that I realized over the last few days was that, um, real quick, Regirock has the ability Sturdy, so we took some effort to use False Swipe against him, but I could just use C-Bomb from the start, because even if it did knock him out, or would have knocked him out, his ability Sturdy would have made it 1 HP, which would have been perfect for catching, so of all legendaries, Regirock has to be one of the easiest to catch. So, you've come, Hoenn. As you can see, I have undone the seal on the entrance to the Sky Pillar. Follow the path within, and you will reach the pillar in time. However, to go beyond this point, there is one more trial you must overcome. Ah, yes, we're gonna face him, I think! This is my duty as one of the ancient Sutopolitans. Ooh, I like that. A duty passed down to me by my former master. I wonder if that's the old guy we faced. You must battle me, here and now. Prove to me that your power is great enough to face what lies ahead. Now tell me, are you prepared? You know it, Wallace. Then let us begin, champion of Hoenn. You, who should exhibit the most graceful of art in battle with your Pokemon. I would have you show me your true strength. This is really cool. I like this because in Emerald they made, like I said, they made Wallace the champion and Steven was like the bonus battle. So I do like that they kind of went back to having Steven as the champion. I do think he was a better champion, but now kind of Wallace is the bonus battle in a way, or one of the bonus battles. That's really cool. Um, he has a Whaler, which I don't think he had in his gym fight, but he does have here. All right, so once again, Eve is probably not the best Pokemon to start with here, but let's go for Hyper Beam, see what we can do. I imagine most of his Pokemon resist Surf and Ice Beam as well, so probably not a lot of reason to switch. Okay. Seems like his Pokemon have a lot better moves too. You know I'm always a fan of that. And Algo, that actually didn't do much at all, so I think what I'm going to do here is recover, because he can't do that much in a single turn to me. And I can recover off most of the damage he did. We have the move, haven't had too much of a chance to use it, but opportunities like this are the exact kind of time when it makes a ton of sense to use recover. Honestly, there's not really reason, I guess damage variation maybe, but 132. Might as well use another recover here, and the risk of a crit. But again, if I crit, it does a little damage, I can just recover again. So my goal is to go into the next Pokemon with as much HP as possible. So after this Earthquake, I should have slightly more than 132, so... I did say slightly, didn't I? It's just damage rolls. I could keep rolling until I get it, keep recovering until I get a better damage roll, but that's just not worth it, so... Honestly, recovering that last time probably wasn't worth it either, but... I was figuring that maybe with being healed to full, and then the low damage roll, maybe I could have got some more than 1 HP, but... I didn't, so we'll make do. Now, I do have to recover this turn, so it's definitely good that I have as much HP going into this as I possibly can, and he might have a... Ludicolo. Yep, I was just about to say that. Because I know he had one of these in his champion match, and it was actually pretty tough if I recall correctly. And obviously it's super effective here. Now the good news is, how much did that do? I feel like it did more than half. I didn't really see. But it would have to do at least a decent bit under half for me to use Recover smartly. Otherwise I'm just risking a crit. And I think Energy Ball might be able to like reduce your special defense or special attack or something. I think special defense, but I'm not sure on that. So I think I would lose if I just kept stalling. Let's use Ice Beam. We have a chance of freezing him. We could crit. At the very least, we'll get some damage off. Oh, we froze him! Yes! Oh, that's awesome! Don't unfreeze. Now, I don't know how long freeze lasts. I think it used to last longer than sleep, but I'm not sure if they reduced it in later gens. It's one of those things they fiddled with at some point. Maybe at multiple points, and I just haven't really kept up with it. Since freezing is really just luck-based anyway. Okay, good frozen solids. I'm going to keep recovering until we have max HP. Maybe I'll switch now, actually, because then I can save Melodic for, even though there might not be a Pokemon she's really good to face. Oh no. There are definitely Pokemon that she's not good to face, in this case Ludicolo. So I feel like if I switch into, say, Roserade here, or Ava, actually. Either one would be doubly resistive to Lily. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to save Lily just because she's a grass type, which is our really, we don't have any electric moves, so she's our main counter. But let's bring out Ava. She will also doubly resist, because when she's incoming, she'll be not Mega Evolved, and therefore take an Energy Ball really well. And then he might know Ice Beam, but at least will only be singly weak to it after we Mega Evolve. And you can see that it's actually a good type combination, water and grass. Definitely a pretty good Pokemon. We don't have Fly, which would do a lot of damage, but let's go ahead and use Return. It's neutral damage, but, being from a Mega Altaria with our ability Pixelate, should still do a lot of damage. Probably not a knockout, but more than half for sure. I'm thinking like 3/4 of its health. And we did some damage to it already, so it might be close to a knockout. It is a knockout. Okay, a little surprise there. I thought Ludicolo had, I guess it's pretty good special defense, but maybe a little bit less defense. So, great job, Ava, level 55. I think our new highest level Pokemon. And his own Melodic, okay. I was thinking he might have like a Walrein or something, but I don't know if he does or not. Alright, not really too much of a reason to switch. Let's go for Return. See how much it does. Melodic has a huge special defense stat, as we well know, but yeah, as you can tell, its defense is a lot lower. And a miss. Ooh, sorry about that one, Wallace. That stings. I would say you should have taught it Ice Beam, but I'm pretty sure that Ava could survive an Ice Beam. A Blizzard, that'd be closer. My money is still be on her surviving, but I'm less confident there for sure. And Tentacruel, well, that's not as good, because Earthquake it is. Oh, and it's faster. Didn't see that coming. For a defensive Pokemon, Tentacruel is actually pretty fast. Alright, down goes Tentacruel. Gyarados. I don't think he had a Gyarados... No, he might have had a Gyarados in his champion battle, actually. So he should have sent Gyarados out sooner, because now it reduces my attack. I'm going to stay out as long as I can. Let's use Return. It'll still do a lot of damage. Probably over half. And a critical hit, which means it reduces the attack drop, and is a knockout. So, Wallace has gotten some really bad luck here. I will give him that. I'm sure he still would have won, but it would have been a tougher battle without that luck. And I don't blame the developers for that. That's not on them. That's just a, RNG is RNG. Gives and it takes. Wow, Wallace, dude. Apparently you do not have the luck of your ancestors. Alright, anyway, it was still a fun battle. I'm glad that we got to face him again. To defeat me, a descendant of the ancient topless people, and even when I was holding nothing back. As I've come to expect from you, Hoenn, you are an excellent Pokemon trainer. The Pokemon that you sent out in battle, at times dancing as lightly as an elusive spring breeze, yet striking with the sudden surety of lightning from the blue. Watching you command the battle with such ease and grace, even I might succumb to your charm. Now go forth, find the truth that you seek. As one of the ancient people of Sootopolis, I cannot intrude upon this holy place. I will return to Sootopolis for now, and try to lay plans in case the worst should come to pass, despite all our efforts. I am sorry that we always seem to be leaving the fate of all the world in your hands. Yet there it lies once again. Good luck to you, young champion. Well, thank you, and I think we're up to the challenge. Alright, I do want to heal after that one. Let's use some berries, and maybe even some Lepa berries as well. Hopefully there are some trainers in here, like some dragon tamers, or just... I don't know who, maybe like her clan could be in here, that would make sense, but... I'm not sure they're really supporting her. She doesn't seem to have a team like anybody else, so... It might just be, you know, a big tower leading up to her, which, you know, is fine, but... I'm always a fan of more content, so... We'll see. Let's heal recover, because why not? And... Turn. Alright, should be good to go now. Alright guys, here we go. The Sky Pillar. I'm not going to use a Repel, because I think there are some pretty cool Pokemon we can find here. At least there were in, like, Emerald and all. Any hidden items? Okay, that's just a cave. That's not the actual Sky Pillar. This is the Sky Pillar. Yeah, you can find Swablu, which makes a lot of sense there. Looks like Claydol. Again, ancient Pokemon makes sense. Is that an Ariados? I can't tell what that middle Pokemon is. Might be something else. And, oh, Sableye on the left. Oh, I like the music here. Hopefully you guys can hear. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can still hear me over the music. But I do like the music a lot, so that's probably too loud, isn't it? I never know with these things, but I'll try to talk louder as well and just turn up the music. Although I guess at that point it doesn't really make a difference, does it? You can just turn up your own volume. Anyway, so you came for that. Thanks a lot. I can hear her clapping now. That's really good, Hoenn. I really feel it, right here. Since you've been a good boy, I think I'll give you something I've been keeping. Look, paintings that cover the walls of this tower. See, these are the history of humanity, of Pokemon, and of nature itself. These are the tales that have been passed down by my ancestors, the Draconids, for thousands of years. And now I will pass that history and lore on to you. I'll turn the music back down just a little bit here. Hopefully you can still hear both me and the music, but like I said, depending on what speaker you use or what headset you use, apparently it seems to vary a lot, so it is an ongoing challenge. Oh, cutscene. I like. Thousands of years ago, in the primal age long lost, the world was overflowing with natural energy. Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre fought over that energy in endless, furious clashes. In the face of Primal Groudon and Kyogre's great power, people could do nothing. The only choice was to watch as disaster upon disaster swept over them. It was in such a time that a great many meteoroids poured from the darkness of space, from a place higher even than the heavens. And the meteoroids fell in their multitude upon a waterfall that had long been home to a tribe of Dragon-type Pokemon users. Must be the Draconids. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the first chapter of my tale. I'll tell you the next part of the story on the next floor. Looking forward to it. Alright, that's cool. So, maybe not as cool as facing different trainers, but, you know, I like the idea of kind of chasing from floor to floor and seeing who we find there. What Pokemon could this be? So I guess there probably actually aren't any interesting Pokemon, at least in the lower floors here. Yeah, Sableye. Don't want a Sableye, not even a Mega Sableye. I've never been a big fan, to be honest. I'm just gonna run away and then use a Repel. It looks like we have... I'm curious what that Pokemon in the middle is, but it's... Yeah, let's go until we find out what the middle Pokemon is, and then I'll use a Repel. That sound fair? I like the design here, it's really cool. Alright, I didn't see any items. Hopefully we're not missing anything. I don't think there's anything super interesting to find here. Like at this point we probably have every item we really want. Yeah, alright, let's just go ahead. Oh, interesting. Why do we... Oh, because I ran into the Ape Sableye. Yep, that makes sense. Alright, let's see what we have. Oh, Golbat. It must be Golbat. Well, that is less than exciting. And we already have a Golbat, and I don't really want to face a Golbat, so... Alright, you guys know what that means. How is that a Golbat? I can't... I'm not seeing it, but I guess it is. Oh, no, Golbat's already highlighted, so that's not the middle Pokemon. Right, obviously we have Golbats, so yep. Hard to see what I'm doing in here. I was hoping you could find some cool dragon types here. I thought you could, and at least maybe an Emerald. Maybe that's only on the second floor. I was thinking maybe Altaria you could find here, and in this game I was thinking maybe even like Fracture or just some really cool dragon types we haven't seen yet. Try to again maybe. Dragon Scale, alright. In case you guys want to evolve a Kingdra. Already trained one of those though, of course in Heart Gold, so apparently this is not the right way to go though, to move forward. Sableye! Run away again. Alright, well. In that case, let us look for a different route. Can't seem to go through there. Golbat. Well, alright, I'm gonna give it one more Pokemon, and if we don't find it, I can just look it up after we're done here. I'm not that worried about it. Because it could be a Pokemon that has like a 5% spawn chance. Or even less. Aha. I think this must be the right way. Alright, another Golbat, so that means it is Repel time. Don't want to bore you guys by facing Golbat and Sableye for the rest of the episode. And Max Repel, there we go. Nope, not that way. Isn't this the way we came in? I am a moron. Nobody say anything. Like, I watched you go up the ladder too. I'm glad we explored though, because hey, we got to find a cool item, but... Yep, in hindsight, that was really obvious. In foresight, that was obvious too, to be honest here. Oh, here you are. Let me continue. It's finally time for Chapter 2. Here we go. At last, right? Ha, I know you're thrilled. The meteor shone with a rainbow brilliance, as if some great life was held within. That was when, as if drawn by the brilliance, Pokemon that shone in a blazing emerald hue descended from the heavens. That Pokemon was none other than Rayquaza. Rayquaza's power overwhelmed that of the two primal Pokemon, and peace returned to the world. The people of Hoenn revered Rayquaza as a true savior. 1,000 years after this time, the meteoroids once again fell. A huge meteoroid, far greater than any before, struck the planet, boring deep into the ocean, and leaving behind it a crater larger than any other. The land born of this event later became known as Pseutopolis. I was going to say that. I was going to guess either that or maybe the crater around Seafloor Cavern. Those are kind of the two big ones I could think of. But Pseutopolis makes the most sense. And that is it. Chapter 2 is over. We've only just left the starting line. There's a long way yet. Don't fall behind now. Okay, glad we had these repels and can make some good progress. You guys hear that clunk? That's just me drinking ice water in between chapters so I can speak a little more clearly. Now our tale reaches the best part. Pseutopolis was born from a great meteoroid strike. The great meteoroid was the first of many disasters to befall humanity. When it punched into the planet, the land cracked beneath it, and a great welling of natural energy poured from beneath Hoenn. Thirsty for that energy, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon once again woke. The people had a wish, a memory from 1,000 years before. They wished that the legendary Pokemon clad in emerald light would appear again. The huge meteorite that lay at the heart of Pseutopolis gave off a boundless brilliance. In its brilliance, it resembled a vast and powerful keystone. And once again, Rayquaza descended from whence it came in the heavens. The people fell to their knees before Rayquaza and made a wish for salvation. As they did, a great change came over the legendary Pokémon. It was enveloped in blinding light. As the light receded, they beheld a Rayquaza beyond all knowledge, a sublime figure, incandescent and overwhelming life force. It was humanity's wish that brought about Rayquaza's transformation in the face of the Rainbow Stone. Yes, a wish, an intangible thing, invisible to the eye. Yet this wish bound people and Pokemon together, enabling the legendary Pokemon to change its appearance. Doesn't it remind you of something? That's right. It sounds like Mega Evolution, doesn't it? In fact, it technically is Mega Evolution. I know from competitive battling that while Mega Rayquaza does not require a Mega Stone to hold, which actually makes it very powerful because it can hold a different item like a Heal Berry or a Life Orb or a Choice Band or an Assault Vest, whereas other Mega Pokemon are kind of more balanced because instead of getting a Hell item, they have to use the Mega Stone instead. Rayquaza does not have that concern. I like how the inside of the pillar actually looks like the shape of the outside too. That's really cool. This is a complete redesign from Emerald, but I'm not surprised and not disappointed at all. Still very cool. If we have some more time, I'll talk about Rayquaza's abilities, but more on that later. And how did the story end? After being transformed by the wish of the people, did Rayquaza save them from disaster? I'm curious. Rayquaza once again confronted Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. The golden filaments that sprang from its body covered the sky. An emerald brilliance illuminated the area. A terrible wind rose. The wind and emerald light visibly sapped the power from Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Drained of their primal powers, the two vanished into the depths of land and sea. Rayquaza watched them go, regaining its usual appearance. Then it soared back up into the heavens where it dwelled. A witness to the series of events, a tall visitor from a distant land, said, "It is the Delta, born of the great disturbances in this world. By the bonds born of mankind's wish and the power of the stones, it will calm the troubles that plague the world." That was when the Draconids constructed their great tower to hold the Rainbow Stone that had granted Rayquaza its power, and to try to get a little bit closer to Rayquaza in the heavens above. I was wondering that. I was going to say I didn't see like a big rainbow meteor at the bottom of Setopolis when we were down there diving, so it makes sense they brought it here. Also, I really like the idea of like a dragon cult because Rayquaza really is like the ultimate dragon Pokemon. I mean, there's a lot of legendary dragons. Even some, I think Zekrom and Dialga all have the same total stats as regular Rayquaza, but unlike them, they cannot Mega Evolve. So Rayquaza is pretty much tied with Mewtwo for the most powerful Mega Evolution. And arguably, you could argue pretty strongly, I would say, because of its ability and because of its ability to hold a held item, unlike Mega Mewtwo, Rayquaza is actually one of the strongest. It's probably the strongest Mega Evolution, maybe even the strongest Pokemon. And obviously, whenever legendaries are allowed in competitive battling, Mega Rayquaza seems to be on quite a number of winning teams. To record the history of their trials and the great feats of mighty Rayquaza for all to know, they left behind the murals you see here. The giant tower, and paintings of the past. You know, I feel like I've seen something like that recently. But now I suppose it's time for the last chapter in our tale. Is she talking about Granite Cave or somewhere else? At last, we reach the final chapter. 1,000 years of peace followed after this disastrous time, but the Draconid people, learning from their long history's cyclical nature, foretold that the meteoroids would fall on this land again. The meteoroid to come, they prophesied, will be far greater than those that had come before it. This meteoroid will be great enough to break the world forever. In order to prevent this great calamity, those who held the knowledge of the past arrived at a plan. Their plan was to invoke Rayquaza, the great savior, and summon it to this land before the meteoroid could strike. And that's it. That's the end of the Draconid's tale. I spent a long time thinking about how I could protect the happiness of as many people as possible. What I must do, as one who holds both the knowledge and the power, one who bears the heavy wishes of those who could not. live up to that fate. Well, I had to be really creative, you know? Well, I'm curious. I really like Zinnia's character. This is really cool. Definitely seems like a worthy foe and a good addition to the Pokemon lore. Ooh, an item. Ooh, an ATM. Oh, I can't go over there. Okay, well, not sure what the item is, but maybe we'll get it on the way out. I'm not super worried about it. Explosion. Okay, so Metagross can learn that, but probably won't, because then he wouldn't gain any experience. And I don't know. I kind of feel like if you have to defeat the enemy's Pokemon by exploding, then I don't know. It's better to defeat them and survive, in my opinion. It is a valid strategy, though. If you have more than one Pokemon left and your opponent has one, using Explosion, it makes sense. But I guess the item's right down there, isn't it? For curiosity's sake, let's check it out. Better be something good, though. Don't just be like a revive or something, or an escape rope. Full restore. Oh, okay. I guess it is kind of out in the open here. We just missed it because it's kind of covered by that panel. Very clever, Game Freak. Very clever. I see what you did there. Alright, guys. Don't leave you on a cliffhanger, so let's get going and into the top floor. And the music stops. This is where we saw her right at the start of the Delta episode. See that, Aster? You always wanted to watch them, right? The little Anoids. A million glittering stars falling from the sky. That's right. Me and May were supposed to go to the Space Center and watch the little Annoyed meteor shower. And actually, I think Draconid kind of sounds like a meteor or a meteor shower, doesn't it? The Draconid meteor shower. But it's not. It's their dragon cult thing. The show is about to start. Aren't we happy now? Yes. What could be better, dear Aster? How about a Pokemon battle here at the top of the world? Welcome to the Dragonheart Altar. Owen, you know what I'm trying to do here by now, don't you? That's right. I will summon Rayquaza to this world to destroy the meteoroid headed for Hoenn. It is our duty. Ever since I was a little girl, I have always turned my eyes up to the sky. Yeah, me too, Zinnia. Well, since I was a little boy, not a little girl. But same idea. When I was so full of uncertainty that I felt my heart might be crushed by it. When I was so grief-stricken and alone, I thought my heart might break of it. I turned and looked up there, so that my tears would never, ever fall. What about you? Have you ever had to do something like that? Sure. Right. I used to watch the stars like this all the time, together with Aster. We were always together, in good times and in bad. I loved her. I loved her with everything I had. But I still lost her. I was about to say, she's been talking, she kind of said, like, love, like, past tense. Was there an Aster 1, Aster 2, or is Aster a Ditto, or is Aster something else beside? Interesting turn. Ahaha. I want to see her. I want to be with her again, my sweet Aster. I will, won't I? With this. Just a little longer. She's talking about like in an afterlife, or is Rayquaza going to revive Aster? Or what? But Aster's here, like I'm so confused. Intentionally, clearly, but I want to know what's going on. Mirror, mirror. Guess I should say good morning. You slept well, didn't you? I was asleep? Okay. You look so adorable when you sleep. Sorry about the knocking you out thing. Maybe Whisper used, can Whisper learn Sing or anything? I might be able to. Enough. I think it's time I gave it a shot. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. If something happens to me, please, take this little one. Oh, well, I've had my own Whisper actually, so I won't be able to train it in part of our team, but I'd be happy to take care of her, nonetheless. I hope nothing happens to her, though. One, because she's a really cool character, but also because I really want to face her in battle again. Okay, here I go. With jewel bright and borrowed might from the spirits of the departed, through sacred rite in thy great sight, my life as well I offer. The keystones that Zinnia holds are giving off a blinding light. Ugh, I summon thee to aid this fight, and save us from disaster. Realize them upon this world, for this do I summon thee. Rayquaza! And there he is. I would say it louder, but folks are trying to sleep, so sorry about that. He has arrived. King of the Dragons. I'm a fan of it. As much as I love Dragonite and some of the other Dragon Garchomp, Rayquaza, probably my favorite legendary besides maybe Mewtwo. And I don't know, Latias and Latios are probably pretty cool too, but definitely a very, very cool Pokemon. Love the design. If you're going to make a King of the Dragons, like an ultimate Dragon type Pokemon, Rayquaza is definitely the way to go. Rayquaza. I did it. I did it. Now the world will be saved. Aster, I did it. Great Rayquaza, hear my wish. Achieve your Mega Evolution. Take hold of your true power. Show me your true face. The Rayquaza that will save this planet. Zinnia's Keystone does not react. Oh no. So I'm really hoping, here's what I thought of, I'll tell you guys now, when I was back in Granite Cave. I think it was Granite Cave when we first faced her. I'm thinking she gets these Keystones. I'm really hoping. Because kind of like in some of the games, characters kind of remind me of Zinnia. Face you with the legendary of that's in the games. Usually you get one legendary and you face them with that legendary against the other one. So I was kind of hoping that here she would face you against Mega Rayquaza. Wouldn't that be an epic climactic boss fight to the Delta episode? And I really hope that's what's going to happen, but I guess we'll find out together. Because I feel like then you could have Primal Kyogre or Primal Groudon versus Primal Rayquaza, which would be really fun. Or, in our case, just our good old team. But what I'm worried about now is like maybe she's going to just fail and I have to capture Rayquaza myself, and then I get Rayquaza, and then that's a little less fun, but we'll see. How can this be? I gathered all of the keystones that could withstand your great power, and summoned you here. You came, and yet, why? Come on, do it! Mega Evolve! Why won't you? India's keystone does not react. What? Can't be. The one without enough power is you, Rayquaza. Interesting. Oh, I think I might know what's going on. The meteorites that should lie within Rayquaza's great body aren't enough? Had their 1,000 years drained them of their power? This can't be. I can't... everything I've done till now. Aster, I can't take any more. Hoenn's meteorite suddenly begins to glow. What else is new? That's... The glow of Hoenn's meteorite grew even stronger. Turning up the volume again just so you guys can hear the sound effects at least. What? That meteorite? It's just like a megastone. Rayquaza swallowed Hoenn's meteorite. Ouch. Hope it has a good gullet. Light is spilling forth from within Rayquaza's body. Oh, not what I was expecting. Okay. Oh, are we gonna have to catch it now? Ugh, if so, I do not have Breloom with us. Maybe I should have brought Breloom. I just thought of that, and I probably should have thought of that before. Maybe we can leave and get Breloom? I really hope so. Whoa! Swallowing meteorites allows it to store as much power as a megastone. Your meteorites summon forth the power needed for Rayquaza to Mega Evolve. Ha! It's amazing! Owen, Rayquaza is trying to build up power. It wants power for itself to take you on. Use everything you've got and win over Rayquaza. You have to master it. This is the legendary Pokemon that all Hoenn views as our great protector, and the only one who can direct it now. It's you. You have to do this. Oh, I'm regretting doing one more episode because now we have to. I don't want to save the game because just in case it crashes, but I guess I could. I could just I'll back up the files offline, so maybe that's not too bad. Um, I do want to know though. All right, why don't I do this? I can save the game no matter what. So as much as I don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, it's I guess for you guys it's the same. It's more myself I'm leaving on a cliffhanger here. But what I'm going to do is, and I assume you can catch Rayquaza and not just defeat it. I mean, you actually could defeat it, but again, I really hoped you'd have to face her with Rayquaza. That would have been such a cool fight. I was a little worried to be like level 70 because level 70 Mega Rayquaza, I don't think I would have stood a chance against that. But at least maybe her with Mega Rayquaza would be fun. Um, but that does not seem to be the case. Also, I don't know, is there going to be a space aspect to this? Because I thought there was, but I really, this is a blind Let's Play, so I really have no idea. I'm only thinking because of space, because of what Secret Powers said, and I think a long time ago I might have seen space on one of the Hoenn maps that I was looking at. But maybe that's something just totally unrelated to this quest. I guess we'll find out together, though. I'm also wondering, like, Aster, like, what is Aster? Like, is this not the real Aster? Is this Aster a ghost? Like, what is going on? So a lot of questions, and unfortunately the answers will have to wait until at least tomorrow. But I know I will be looking forward to it. I'm going to, if I can, I don't know if the game will let me leave, but I'll try. If it does, I will grab Breloom, and then when we come back, we will try to catch the most powerful dragon of them all. Thank you guys for watching. See you again soon.